can continue attempting obstacles throughout the course if you would like, but it won't count towards your score if you clear anything after where your initial fall was. Does that make sense? Okay. So, if I don't have any questions right away, we're going to go ahead and start the walkthrough. So for the first couple of obstacles, I'm going to have you guys stay where you're at on that side of the rope. You guys can come closer if you want to see a little bit better on the first one. So, this first one's going to be the same for all divisions. You're going to start on the red lily pad. Pay very close attention. Okay? We did have somebody fall on this one yesterday. First obstacle, you're going to start on the red. Hands and feet are allowed on the blue. You must get to the black box, because that is your start platform for obstacle 2. Okay? So red, blue, black. All right, cool. Obstacle 2, hands only on the UFO. Make sure you guys keep your feet up because the floor is not in play. We're going to ride the UFO all the way down and stick the landing on this red track pad right over here. Okay. The reason I say make sure you guys stick the landing over here is because this is the start of your next obstacle. So stick the landing means that once you get here and past that back plane, you don't step off in any direction. You have to make sure that you get all the way past here, stay on top, and then from there you're going to engage with the following obstacle, which is going to be the telescope. So this is where one of the differences is going to be between divisions. So Masters Female, you guys are going to have this red square here to help you get across. All the other divisions, you're only going to have the white telescope. So this one's hands is feet only. And then that red pad at the other end is going to be your dismount for that third obstacle. Since this is not the start for the following obstacle, this is a spillover platform. So once you make it to here, if you step off to the side, that's fine. You're not going to get called out. So you're going to go from here and then up onto the vault from there. Okay? So from there, it's going to be hands only on the ring and the aliens. And then your touch point is going to be the cargo net. Make sure that you get your hands onto the cargo net here, you guys. So kicking it does not get you the point. You must get your hands on the cargo net to score that point, just like that. From there, hands and feet on the cargo net. Then your dismount is going to be the red pad at the end over here. You guys can come over across the net now.
Is all the alien allowed?
What's that?
Is all the alien allowed?
Yes, you guys can use any part of the alien. Just don't grab the strap at the top.
And that's not getting changed between divisions.
Correct. That's going to be the same for all divisions.
Do you have to, just out of curiosity, do you have to disengage the alien before the touch point counts?
No, so you do not have to disengage from the aliens to get that touch point. So if you're...
Yeah, that counts.
So yeah, if you're up here and you do this, you'll still get your point.
Okay.
And then the best way is to go through the middle, but you don't have to, I guess.
I'm sorry, that was the landing?
Yep, so you guys are going to land over here. And again, this is a spillover platform, so once you make it to here, you're good to walk off of it because your next start platform is going to be the purple box right this way. So over here, we're going to have all parts of the Big Dipper in play, so that includes the red stars and the black space in between. And then you're going to go from the Dipper out to the star using the ring. And so for Masters Female, you guys are going to swing out to this bar. You guys can go across the bar, use the pole, and then your dismount is going to be right over here on the red. So again, hands only on all of this obstacle. You guys may reset to the purple if you need to help correct your swing or adjust your swing as necessary. Just make sure you don't hit the mat at all. Just so that we're clear on how I'm going to be ruling this, if you guys are swinging here and your foot grazes the mat like that, I'm not going to call you out, but if I see anything like weight bearing on the floor, I'm going to have to call you out. Question.
Will this first part of the obstacle be same for all divisions? Like all parts will be.
Yes, so this part will be the same. This one's going to be a little bit more complicated of a change between divisions. So the rings are going to be replaced for more stars, and then there's going to be another star hanging from here, and then there's a bunch other changing for the other divisions. So that'll be more in-depth portion for the later walkthrough. All right, so continuing on. From here, you guys, again, make sure you stick the landing here because this is the start for your next obstacle. You're going to go from here. Hands and feet are allowed on the pole, and then hands and feet are allowed on the ladder. It's going to be hands only on the moon rocks, across to here on this pole, or this bar, and then master's female. You guys are going to have this pole here, and then this will be a dismount point for you guys. Okay? Go ahead. So that's going to be there for master's female only. Again, for the other divisions, there's going to be quite a number of changes over here, so we'll get into more detail about that one later. Did I see a question? Nope. All right. So from here, we're going to go up the red bar. It's going to be hands only on the red. You guys are allowed to use the ring, so get yourself down. This pole is going to be a touch point. So what that means, again, is that you must touch this pole here with your hands to get points for the previous obstacle before you start on the next one. If you guys engage with this obstacle before getting your touch point, I have to call you out. So make sure you get this touch point here, and then you're good to go on the rest. So again, hands and feet are allowed on here. Oh, right. So you guys can rest here if necessary. So for this one here on the Jedi training, try to not put your hands on top of the nunchucks. If I see you guys doing this, with your finger on top touching the metal infrastructure there, I'll say, watch the top. That'll be one warning. I'll say, watch the top again. That'll be two warnings. If I have to say, watch the top 3 times, I'm going to have to call you out and you'll fail this obstacle. So just try to make sure you're only touching the green or the black part of the lightsaber here. Similarly, over here on this one, only the red ball inside of the helmet here is in play. So you're going to grab like that. No using the top of the helmet. I won't call you out for using the sides or if your hands hit the sides like that, because that's kind of not fair. So just no using the top on this one. Same rules apply for this lightsaber. Your next touch point is going to be this pole right here. Hands and feet again are allowed. And then that would be a clear on that one. So from here, we're going to go straight from the pole onto the cannonball. It's going to be hands only on this obstacle going all the way up, and the green cannonball at the top is going to be your touch point. The devil steps themselves are not going to be in play. Master's female, I'll let you guys use the wall if you need to help keep yourself upright or anything like that. And then same thing on this side of the obstacle. It's going to be hands only on the cannonballs, no devil steps. And then your touch point is going to be the black bar for the master's female. So you can use hands on here. You're going to get some sling. Again, you can use the wall with your feet. And have to hit that bow. So again, for the other divisions, you guys won't have this bar here. You'll have a different cannonball at the bottom that you'll be using. Again, we'll grab that in a little bit and do the walkthrough after we get through all the master's female. This wall's going to be allowed for everybody, just to help get you that belt. I don't want to have you guys swinging face first into a concrete wall.
She's the only one right here.
So feet are going to be allowed on this wall. Just asking. Kind of keep yourself safe and avoid injury and all that good stuff. Any questions so far? No, it is hands only on the belt.
Are there touch points up here where
Yes, so there's the green ball is the only touch point up here, and your next touch point is going to be all the way down here.
Alright, cool.
Any other questions, you guys? Okay. I believe the time limit for the master's female is 3 minutes. And then, again, when we get to the other waves, I'll let you guys know your times. So I'll let you guys walk through for 5-10 minutes or so, and then we'll get started.
And that is the end of walkthroughs. And to start the day off with an interview with Lance.
Oh, hello, you guys. So we just did the walkthrough for Master Female. The other groups that are here with us, we're gonna change the course for them, like right after the Master Female goes. So, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be like a mini walkthrough right after like this next runner.
You heard it here first. We have another walkthrough coming up. I don't know how you guys feel about that. But it's going to be very interesting to see how this field plays out. We're going to have some great athletes from Evo's gym. Steel Peak having an amazing performance. Yesterday has an athlete here. Of course, MLab in Ohio. Great performance last time. We have our Gripz gym team. Wants to bring home some glory in front of our home crowd. Spartan Ninja's here. But it'll be really interesting to see how this goes. We changed the course, not drastically for the elite females. I mean, not the elite, the masters females. The premise is pretty much the same. We'll get started with action in about 5 minutes. What I noticed, especially once we get more to these older age groups like teens and youth adult, there becomes, I wouldn't say no coaching, but definitely it's more athlete guided. These guys, it's not their first rodeo. They've been doing this for years. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in today on this, well, at least why I'm a very cold Sunday morning. Just for a quick rundown of the course. I don't know really the name for this, but ninjas will start on the step up. They will go to the UFO is the name for that one. Then they will show up to balance on the telescope. Then Alien Alley. After that, they have the Big Dippers to the constellations. Through that, there they have Outer Limits, followed by Jedi Training, and followed by Final Pursuit. Jedi Training and Final Pursuit were the big ninja killers yesterday for all younger age groups. I think it's going to stay pretty similar for today. We're having all elite males discussing the course. They'll be running a bit later. Action will start very shortly. If you guys like what you see today, stay tuned for the elites. We have 3 American Ninja Warrior veterans. 2 of them went to Vegas at some point in their careers. It's going to be interesting. We also have a 2-time W&L champion running. It's really the pinnacle of the sport. I'm excited to see it. We have the course designers as always.
We're thinking right now what we're gonna change.
How to make it harder for these younger divisions.
There's 8 clears in a PG division, or 7 clears.
No, it was 8 because we had.
I was
guys
right.
And 1 lady.
But then we changed because he skipped the first half.
No, he didn't clear.
Oh.
He only
Also,
got
it's 8.
yeah. It was 8 after.
I was right then.
Yeah, you were on the money with that one. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the teens are gonna be rough too because
The course designers do very important things thinking about because we had 8 clears for our preteen division, which I first of all I guessed, and was a lot more than we had for our previous divisions. They're trying to figure out how to get those numbers balanced out. Also, they're trying to figure out how to get that looking more like a telescope. We'll see how that plays out. You'll see some familiar faces. You look through this crowd. One of the big questions today is, will Steel City's Ninja's dominance that they displayed yesterday continue into the day? We can only see. We only have to wait and find out. We have some ninjas warming up in the warm-up area. Our first few runners just started to chalk up.
you can use the pole because you guys won't have it.
Oh, yeah, he said
What's that?
A striking difference that I can see, just from my point of view, being so close to these athletes, is there seems to be a lot more composure and calmness with these older athletes. Probably from this more experience. I mean, they've done this before. They know how this goes. And let's see if that translates to the course. Another storyline today, we have James Jackson, who was the Gripz gym coach. He'll be running later today. It'll be interesting to see how he does.
That's good.
Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Showing support for these ninjas who have worked so hard to achieve the level of greatness that they are at right now. The telescope was a silent kill yesterday. It actually took out a lot of our opponents. I mean, not opponents, competitors that went too fast on it. Some really shocking falls. And to bring that in perspective, a lot of the people that fell on the telescope went back and did great on the challenge course. If you guys are wondering when challenge course runs will start, basically directly after the flow course wraps up. Especially for this age group. We have a lot of fans that have showed up for this event, and I hear we even have some local celebrities. I think so.
What?
We have David Reno,
Yeah, the one and only
the
owner of
inventor,
the Detroit Protein Bar.
and 3-time medalist, Michigan State medalist in wrestling.
Is it true?
Third place.
Oh, nice.
3 years in a row.
Never get to second and first.
Still, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Medalist.
I meant Michigan State, like the state of Michigan.
think we've got enough time.
All right, you guys, we're doing
And here we go, guys.
After hanging on those
Let's get into some ninja action. I'm very excited to see how this plays out.
First up in the Masters female division is going to be Elisa. After Elisa will be Jessie, followed by Taylor.
First up is Alicia. Let's see what her approach is to this course. There was a 3-minute time limit. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready, set, go.
And here we go. Cautious through the first obstacle. Doesn't want to skip that box. And also cautious on the UFO. Moves through it, making sure not to leave any room for air. Now onto the telescope. Great use of the platform in the middle. And she takes one step and gets to it. And now she's on Alien Alley. Making sure to lead with the hand that she wants to. Takes a tactical reset. Takes another one. She's gonna wait for the alien's momentum to die down here. Having trouble getting to that second alien. Tries a new interesting technique. Let's see if it pays off. And she grabs it. Can she hold on? Well, she has to match it. Oh! And she falls with a great effort. Testing her victim of the brutal Alien Alley. She's gonna try the constellations. Halfway through the time limit. Can she make it to the second constellation? Getting momentum. She has the reach. She just needs a bit more momentum. And a great tactical break there. Trust me, guys, it's not. Oh! And was so close to getting that second constellation. She's gonna take on the cliffhangers. She has time enough to take on this obstacle. Let's see what she makes of it. This is all about hand placement. Make sure to use the best of these cliffhangers. Oh, but her grip gives out. Great run right now by Alicia. Oh, great run. Showed a lot of grit on especially the second obstacle, Alien Alley. Well, the third obstacle, fourth obstacle, Alien Alley.
Taylor is next, and then the Masters male waves will start.
And now from Spartan Ninja is Jessie. Spartan Ninja proved yesterday that they were a very formidable opponent for any ninja gym. Let's see if Jessie can hold up to that standard.
Ready, set, go.
Jessie methodical, making sure not to fall off that first obstacle. Now onto the UFO no. Making sure to keep those L's, locking it in, and sticks that landing. Now onto the telescope. This obstacle is silent but deadly. It looks nothing like a telescope, but we don't talk about that. methodically placing her foot. She wants to make sure she leads. She has the best technique to get to that platform, and she does. Keeps her balance. Just one more big move to get to that red box. And she makes it. Great technique there on the telescope, and she moves on to YA&A. If she can get to that cognac, she will take the lead of the Masters female division. She's trying to reach out and grab that second alien. That's a very good strategy. She reaches out and she grabs it. Getting momentum. All she has to do is touch that cognac, but the grip gives out. Great run by Jessie. She's going to take on the Constellations. She's been really using her reach to her advantage on this course. It's very smart. Can she grab this Constellation? Oh, great attempt. She's going to take on the Mighty Ladder. And now the cliffhangers. He's making sure using the rock she's comfortable with. Her coach is coaching her through every individual move here. Oh! She got to that big cliffhanger, but then the grip gave out. And she still has time to give us our first look today at Outer Limits.
One at a time. That's all we're doing.
She's using the technique we saw a lot of yesterday, hand over hand. Oh, great attempt. Great run by Jessie. I think that concludes our Masters female division.
Alright, Taylor is up, and then we're going to switch things over.
Now we have another Spartan Ninja. It's Taylor. Let's see what she makes of our course.
Ready, set, go.
Here she goes. Gets through that first obstacle, not taking any chances. Easily onto that second platform. And now for the telescope.
Yes.
Gets to that platform
Clear.
and clears it. Let's see if she can become our first athlete to get past the alien alley. Misses the grip there. Takes a reset. There. It's making smooth move, matches her hand. Nice. And if she gets to that cognac, she will get the point. And she's gonna get it. Nice. This cognac can eat a lot of time, as we saw from yesterday. We only had one fall in it. And she's gonna get through it. Great work at this fall for Taylor. And now on to the Big Dipper, to the Constellations. Making sure to get that momentum. This obstacle took out a lot of top athletes yesterday. And she grabs, makes that reach. And now on to the three Constellations. She's on the second. Getting momentum. Nice.
Hey, Paul, you have to go grab that ring behind you. Hey, build that swing and get up to the pipe.
Grabbing that ring to generate momentum. Can she make this transition?
You got it now. You're there.
She has the momentum. And she's going to grab it. All she has to do now is make the dismount, and she does.
So far, you're going first.
Going at a very methodical tempo. I don't know if she'll have time to complete the course, but she's going to take on these cliffhangers. She uses her reach to move very far into the cliff line before having to take on any challenge. Oh, but she slips off, and the cliffhangers take another victim. That's such a brutal obstacle for ninjas. Let's see what she makes of outer limits.
There you go. Keep going.
Let's go.
Why would they
Nice.
add going the hand over hand tactic that we saw a lot of yesterday?
20 seconds left.
You guys can't see because somebody put up 2 of those
There you
things
go. Eyes on where you want to go.
right in front of the camera view.
Look up.
No, wrong way.
Great attempt.
Your sister did one more obstacle than me.
I don't care. I made it for
Great run by Taylor, and we move on to our Masters Male Division, where we get to see the famous
All right.
James
So we're
Jackson.
gonna move some things around for the following waves. So don't go too far because there's not a ton of stuff to change. And after we move things around, we'll call you guys back over for another short walkthrough, and then we'll get started. Okay?
And now we have a brief intermission before another walkthrough. We were going to change things up for our Masters Male as well as our other divisions. Here in our Masters Male, we get to see Coach James Jackson take on the course. And his competitor, I think another coach also. When he woke up, it was 1 degrees where he lives. He lives in Upper Michigan. It'll be interesting to see how this rivalry plays out. Also, stay tuned for our elites, where we get to see Vegas veterans Riley Porter and Sidney Yee go head-to-head on the biggest stage. Well, not really the biggest stage, but a stage. Thank you guys for tuning in. The action is just getting started here at Gripz Gym. We see some of our athletes warming up to take on the course later. Another big storyline, the Steel City Ninja Gym. Will their dominance carry into today? We'll see. Some of our competitors warming up. We have our school. And I want to give a shout out to Braden and the Kingma family for generously giving me some Canadian candy after I talked about it in our last competition. I'm very appreciative of that. Thanks a lot. Braden and Ninja himself. Just thank you a lot for that candy. If you're watching, thanks. And also, good luck on the course and the season. Thanks to Braden, I got to try ketchup chips for the first time. They were actually a lot better than I expected them to be. They know what they're doing up there. Another local celebrity we have, gym owner, Gripz Ryan, setting up the challenge course, which we'll see after this when all these athletes will take on the challenge course later today. YA&A's right now setting up new changes for this course, making it harder.
So we're all set with the changes. So if I could have the teams, Masters Male, Young Adult Female, and Adult Female coming back. So we'll just do walkthroughs for the sections that we made big changes to. So first obstacle is going to be the same. Second obstacle is still the same. Obstacle 3 over here with the telescope. We just took out the red square, so you guys obviously won't be able to use it. It's not there. So it's Still, feet only. Dismount to here. Same rules apply for the spillover platform. You step through this way, all good. But we're going to go up onto the vault. Vault is going to take us through the YA&A counter. Again, the carbonate is going to be your touch point, so make sure you put your hands on there. Before continuing on, this rock's going to be over there. Coming over here to the purple. Lance, if you want to demo this one really quick. So for this one, you guys, still, any part is in play. We're going to go down here, and then using those stars. So there was a question earlier, because Coach Lance caught the star like this, if the straps are in play. For this one, I'm going to say it's fine, and you'll see that going down the rest of the line, it's going to be okay, but there's going to be some circumstances that I have to cover, just so that we're all on the same page. So catching this way is fine. You'll probably see Coach Lance grab this one like this. The reason for that is because the strap is technically not in play, but I'm going to count this because you're mostly grabbing the star. That's fine. If you're doing this, that counts as grabbing the strap. So I'm going to call you out if you grab it this way. If you grab it this way, that is also not allowed, so I will call you out for that as well. So any portion of the star itself is fine, but grabbing the strap primarily is not allowed. That is the case for all of the stars here. So no grabbing this way either. You guys will not be allowed this bar. So none of you guys are using the bar. You'll get this star. And then hands and feet are allowed on this pole. That's going to be your new touch point. Okay? Go ahead, Lance. All right, so that is your touch point right there. And then from there is going to be hands only on the moon rocks. So again, moon rock expeditions is going to take you down this way. Hands only on this pole. You can use this moon rock here. And then there's a cliffhanger on this side if you need it. This red pole is going to be your touch point. So it's still going to be hands only on this pole here, going all the way up to the ring. And then the vertical pole over there is going to be your touch point. Hands and feet are going to be allowed over there. So you're going to go up. Ring is allowed. Hands and feet on this. The bar that is supporting the red pipe is not in play.
Do you have to use anything to get to the, like here? Is there anything specific you have to use to get to the bar?
The red bar is the touch point.
Wall, panel.
So I'll let you guys use the wall to stop yourself from like slamming into it or anything like that, but no using the wall like this to help get yourself up. Yeah.
Is this cliffhanger?
Yes.
Cliffhanger's in this block here.
Yep. So both of the cliffhangers that are up right now are in. Lance has some questions about the team division for the cliffhanger, but we'll decide that when we get there.
Hands only on red.
Yes, hands only on the red pipe. And then, again, hands and feet are allowed. The rules for this one are exactly the same. No topping out, no using the infrastructure. Green and black only. Hand goes inside of the cap. Same rule on this one. Hands and feet are allowed here. This one is also the same. Hands only on the cannonballs. Same ruling as the wall over there, you guys. You just come in swinging high. You can use your feet to stop yourself from hitting the wall too hard. No using your feet on the wall to help climb up. The green one at the top there is going to be your touch point. We're going to start making our way back down. Again, you guys are not allowed this bar. You guys will have the cannonball. So get your swing going. And then the bell is going to be your finish. You can use your feet on this wall over here to help get to the bell. As long as you hit the bell before the floor, that's clear. Any questions about the changes? Yes. So, I can check in one moment for everybody. I believe for Matt, for adult female, it's 3 minutes. Let me double check. Young adult female and adult female is 3 minutes. Master's male is 3 minutes. team male, it's 230, and team female, it's 245.
What order are you going?
We're gonna go masters male first, followed by masters male, then it looks like team male, then team female, then adult female. Again, 5 to 10 minutes to walk through you guys, and then we'll get started.
Okay, guys, we got some move time for the athletes to process the stages to the course. The biggest ones are, of course, no box to on the telescope. So you gotta take that all the way through. On the constellations, the biggest changes happen to the constellations. First of all, we have all 4 of the constellations are up this time. And also, there was basically no rest. There was no rest right here. So, the constellations become part of our burnout. The cliffhangers remain mostly the same. We have a cliff here. Outer Limits remains the same, so it's Jedi training. And we have another difference on the Final Pursuit. They're not allowed to use the wall, which they would for all other divisions at this point. They have to use this cannonball right here to get to the bell. So no touching any of this. If you guys have any more additional questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat and I will answer them. At least try my best to. We'll see how this plays out. We're going to start out with a Masters male. So we have James Jackson running the course and helping out so many people yesterday. Does that help him out? We'll see.
You gotta like have a PowerPoint presentation of like the on the red.
Not with that.
I gotta make sure you don't touch any of the obstacles now.
We push
I'm not touching.
You okay?
So we take away the boost.
It's just for any reason to disqualify James. I'm just kidding. We'll see how it plays out. Some predictions I have is I have a feeling we're gonna have some falls in the telescope. We had some falls on it all day yesterday, and now we're gonna have some people rush through there, and it's gonna cost them. Alien Alley wasn't much of a problem for athletes. It seemed a bit more of a problem today. Now that we have 3 aliens instead of just 1. We had a fall in the cargo net yesterday. We'll see who takes out any more victims. The constellations are going to be a bit of a ninja killer. And Jedi training and Final Pursuit are going to be even more, as they have to do this right. They have to do in the constellations, the cliffhanger, and Outer Limits. We'll see how it plays out. I think we have about 2 people in our Masters male division, and double digits for male teams, and a good amount of female teams too. After this, they will move on to the challenge course, which is right there. Take that on. We'll see how that plays out. We'll get to action in just a sec. And another storyline. Will anyone fall off at the very first obstacle?
So make sure you guys engage all of your touch points with your hands before going on to the next obstacle. If you go from here and you do this, and then you try to get up to the moon rock, that is a fail. You because you did not engage this touch point with your hands. So make sure you're engaging all of your touch points with your hands before moving on. And then also, I forgot to mention why these handles are here. These are out of play. So you guys are going to go from here, dodge underneath the handle, and go to your touch point. Incidental is fine, like if you just brush past the corner or something. But if you're like swiping through it or punching through it to get to the touch point sooner, I have to call you out on that. So if you just swipe past the corner or brush it a little bit, that's okay. But like, that's not cool, guys. All right. I think that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
And our first runner for the Masters Male Division will be James Jackson. Will he complete the course or fall on the very first obstacle? He's been a ninja coach of ninja since basically the dawn of the sport. He was a veteran. He's a tough guy, but it's just a tough course.
James, followed by Jeff, and then Michael.
Let's go, James.
We can hear a crowd reaction to James. He's a crowd favorite here at Gripz Gym. Let's see how he does. All smiles. Looks like he has almost no nerves. Setting his watch.
Good luck. On my count. Ready, set, go.
And here he comes.
Clear,
Make sure to get past that first obstacle.
clear.
Through UFO now, and he's going to take on the telescope. He preaches balance, and he's almost tries to skip one of the aliens. I'm not. There we go.
Come on, James.
Having trouble with these aliens moving. Taking a more calm approach now. Gets to that green alien, he's in the cargo net.
Clear.
And we have to touch that with your hand to move on. He's a bit stuck in this cargo net. The cargo net can up a lot of time. Somebody has got it on here. And he makes it through. Let's see how he does with the constellations.
Nice reach.
Reaching for it. Makes the move to the dip. Oh! Great save by James. He's waiting for the momentum of the star to be at the right angle. But that was not it. Generating momentum. He's going to go for a reach now, and he got it. Great move by James, and he moves on. And we can't top these constellations. Showing great control on these. Now this one more move. Got it. He could take a break on this pole. And he gets on. And now let's see how he does in the cliffhangers. Shakes out his arms. I think probably the pole would have been better to do that on. He has time left. Moving through these cliffhangers. Oh, but he slips. He went for a big move and it didn't pay off. James Jackson, everybody. Great attempt. Now let's see how. Okay. And he gets past outer limits. Let's see. He's giving us a first look at Jedi training. Jedi training took away so many of our athletes yesterday. And James can't even fathom the possibility of attempting it.
5 seconds.
Let's see what he can make of Final Pursuit. Not much. Great run by James Jackson. And that's how we kick off our Masters Division.
All right, Jeff is up. Michael is next, and then we're going to teams.
Next up is Jeff. Hoping to beat James Jackson's run.
Ready, set, go.
And here he goes. Make sure to touch that platform at the end. Let's see what he does in the telescope. It's a tough obstacle. Oh! But he slips off. The telescope is so hard. It could take out anybody. Let's see what he makes of alien encounter. Great technique, showing off that grip strength straight into the cargo net. The cargo net took a lot of time off James Jackson's run, but he's not letting it take any off his.
That foot up. Good.
Nice, you got it. And now he's going to give us another look at the dipper. He uses that reach to get to the first constellation. And he is really being efficient through here. Gets his momentum back to where he wants it to be. Nice move, and he's going to get to that pole. The pole is not in play. But he doesn't care. There he goes. He's gonna take on Out of Pursuit. Really throwing his stuff. He's been showing off his great grip strength all day. Let's see if he can keep it up on YA training. Aww. And YA training claims another victim. He will now try out the final obstacle on the course, Final Frontier. It was a ninja killer all day yesterday, and I think it's going to be one today. And now we have a Tri-County Ninja Coach ready to take on our course. It was 1 degree when he woke up this morning, and he wants to freeze up this course.
All right, Mike is up, and then we're switching to the teams.
Let's see how Mike does.
Let's go, Mike.
Ready, set, go.
And here he goes.
Clear,
Make sure to get through that first obstacle.
clear.
Let's see what he makes of the telescope. And he gets through there. Great speed on that one. Alien encounter. Oh! Goes straight into there. Goes straight into the cargo net. And he makes it to the constellations faster than anyone all day. If he can make it to the constellations, he will take the lead in our Masters bracket. Showing great control on there. You see how he matches his hands to make sure there's no chance he slips off. And now he's on to the cliffhangers. He's already guaranteed first place in the Masters division. Let's see what he can do here. Flying through this course. Oh! They're going to give him an accidental. He can still get the clear here. And he gets it. I think they gave him the clear for that. And he's going to fly through Out of Pursuit. And now YA training. YA training, he's took out anyone who gets there. Does he have the grip strength? He's got to grab high, but not too high. Will be called out. Nice. Great movement through here. And he's going to get to a final obstacle. I don't know. Now it's on Final Pursuit.
There you go.
Needs a big pull up here. Resets. How much grip does he have left?
Oh my!
Oh! A great run by Mike Alter. The great event on Final Pursuit. but that will be enough to take on Masters Male Division. What a run by all three of our Masters Males. Now we move on to the teams. I think we might have to change the course a bit before they start their run, but I'm not sure. A sneak peek at our talent course. We have our famous obstacle meteor shower. Let's see if it claims any victims. Steel City athlete, hoping to continue the gym success from yesterday. And we have some Alpha athletes warming up in the warm-up area, ready to take their shot at the course.
So we're moving on to the team division. Just a reminder for everybody, you must make contact with all of your start platforms and all of your touch points. That includes this black box here. So do not go straight from the blue to the UFO, because if you don't touch the black box, that is a fail on the first obstacle. So make sure you make contact with this before taking the UFO down, okay? Jeremy is up first, Logan is next, and then Owen. Ready, set, go!
And first up is Jeremy, the High Hopes Ninja. Let's see how he takes on this course. He's through the telescope and is going to start an alien encounter. Really making this one look easy. The cargo net can be a big time waster, but he's not letting it. Makes that dismount. Goes straight into the Big Dipper. He gets to the first constellation. Nice move. Matching his hands. Great control. And he gets to the pole. Let's see what he makes of our cliffhangers. Really flying through him right now. Straight through. Straight through Jedi training. And he's going to finish up on Final Pursuit. He still has over 2 minutes of his time left. What a run. One big move and he got it. What a run. Finished with, in I think, less than a minute. Perfect run.
Logan is up, Owen is next, and then Stone.
Now we have Logan from Gripz. Let's see if he can replicate.
Let's go, Logan.
Success from our last tournament. Coach James ready to coach Logan through a course that he just ran.
Ready, set, go!
And here comes Logan. Straight through the UFO. Now the telescope. Gets through it. Alien encounter. No problem at all. Straight into the cargo net. This could eat up time. But he gets through it. Runs the other way. No penalty for that. Now the Dipper gets to the constellations. Going through these now. Max is there. And a bit low there. Switches his grip up. One more constellation. He got it. Just to hold on. Gets that to the pole. I don't know what that sound was. Now on to the cliffhangers. These athletes are moving with a blistering pace. Nice movement. Now he's going to take on Out of Pursuit. Great movement. Skips a whole lightsaber there on Jedi training, and now he has one more obstacle, Final Pursuit. Goes in with the foot, with the hand he wants to, make sure he doesn't get any accidentals there. Gonna get that touch point.
Look up, look down.
You gotta pull up here. Reset. Okay,
Watch
hold
it,
on.
wait for it, watch it.
Resets.
Both of them in the top one, both of them in the top one. Alright, pull and reach. Big forward reach.
Oh! And the fail in Final Pursuit. But a great one by Logan, nonetheless. Really showed up there for Gripz. And of course, it's time to soon to be reviewing something.
All right, Owen is up, Stone is next, and then Finn.
Now running the course is Owen.
Ready, set, go.
Starts out with a fast pace. Make sure to touch that final part of the obstacle in order not to risk disqualification. Great pace on the alien encounter. Once again, we've seen a lot of Ninjas skip that. Straight into the cargo net. Let's see how fast he can make his way through it. Easy. Now the constellations. This can be a time eater. Gets that first one. Gripping this one. Matching his hands. Oh! But the constellations. You should never underestimate any obstacle in this course. Let's see what he can make of the rest of the course. Great technique. Oh, what a skip there. What can he make of Out of Pursuit? Going hand over hand technique, gets that ring. Let's see what he does during Jedi training. We just saw Logan get past these. Makes sure to grab the top, but not too top where he gets disqualified. Final obstacle on this course. Let's see what he can make of it. The Final Pursuit. Great movement.
Let's go.
Here's the touch point.
Nice.
Got it.
Stay on there.
Now for the descent.
Keep those feet up.
Look at that rock solid grip strength. Can Owen finish this out? Ah,
Good run.
nevertheless, a great run by Owen. Just had some problems on the constellations. Really shows how hard this course really is. Next up is Stone from Gripz Gym. Let's see what he'll make of our course. Come on, Stone.
Ready, set, go.
Make sure to touch that green platform in order for the clear. Got it.
Up there.
Almost lost his balance. The telescope can be hard. He's being very relaxed. A good pace there, gets past there. And now he's on the alien encounter. That's what he makes of it. He goes for the skip, has to reset. Grabs it, we skip the second one. He will. But he's having some troubles. The problem is once you touch an alien, it starts flying and it's hard to really regain control. He grabs the eye of the alien. We haven't seen this technique much. Gets the point. The cargo net is a touch point. Nice. He has to get into the cargo net.
Got it.
He's expending a bit of energy. He got it. Now this has to get onto the mat. Almost stumbles. He just has to keep that feet off the floor. It never hit. That's good. Has to free his leg. The cargo net is so dangerous.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's see what he makes it with the dipper.
You gotta reach, you gotta reach.
He has to get to that first constellation. Zero momentum. Reaches out for it. Oh. Great attempt by Stone. But the constellations proved what he could do in the cliff face. Moving through that grip. The Cognet really taxed his grip there.
Yeah, come on.
Oh. Just expending so much energy trying to get onto the Cognet in Alien Encounter.
30 seconds left.
Great effort by Stone. Let's see what he makes of out of pursuit. Doing the hand-over-hand approach, we've seen a lot of that yesterday. It was that and the sideways approach that seemed to be dominating the competition.
10 seconds.
He can get through here. He's going to start attempting Jedi training. Good effort by Stone.
Stay up, stay up. Time.
Nice job, dude.
Good one.
All right, Finn is up. Jack is next, and then Josiah.
And now we have Finn from the dominant Steel City Ninja.
Last.
I know the feeling.
Oh, the last one?
Yeah,
Yep.
that was not fun.
Ready, set, go.
And now it's Finn. Steel City Ninja. Steel City Ninja dominated. Absolutely dominated the competition from yesterday. Most of them on the flow course, especially, makes it through the telescope. Now on the alien encounter, skips that alien, grabs the bottom, but doesn't matter. Straight into the Cognet. Great speed from Finn. He just has to make this transition, and he does. Goes the long way around. We've seen that a lot today. I think this feels better. Do so. Can he get to this fourth constellation? He dumps it. What a move there by Finn.
Remember, it's going to come down. There you go. Nice.
Nice job matching his hands from Finn. Gets to that third constellation. Just one more. Has the grip. Matches and gets to the pole. Let's see what he can make of the cliffhangers. Great job. He's on the main cliff right now. Can he get to the bar? Yes, he can. Now he just has to get to outer. Oh my god, I know I forgot what it's called again. Now he's on the outer talons. Makes it through that easily. Now on to Jedi training. This is the second last obstacle. This obstacle took out so many of our great competitors. He grabs low, but it doesn't matter. Talks up before the final obstacle. We've already seen a fall here. We've seen 2 falls here in the competition. Resets. Think about the best way to attempt this obstacle. Goes up. Nice. Almost in the ascent here. Down to touch point. He clears it. He has to grab on. Oh! Great attempt by Finn. He's going to finish up the course in the final obstacle. And great. Good run by Finn. Make it all the way to final pursuit. Next up is Zach. And here he comes. Zach, easily through the first 2 obstacles. Through the telescope. And now just making it through alien encounter. Let's see how fast he can get to this Cognet. This can be a time eater. But Zach's having no trouble and he clears it. Thought about going the long way. Let's see what he makes of the dippers. Gets that forced constellation. This is where the athletes have struggled. But Zach's making it look easy. Great moves here. Got to the ball. And now let's see what he makes for cliffhangers. Using the easy ones, which is the strategy from this obstacle, gets to the ball. Now, he's on the outer challenge. I think that's what it's called. What is it called?
Outer limit.
Outer limits. Got it. And now let's see what he makes of Jedi training. Jedi training is such a hard obstacle, but he's making it look easy right now. One more obstacle for Zach to finish off this course. We've already seen 3 falls in it and 2 in this division. He grabs that second one. On to the third. Can he get the touch point? He gets the touch point. He just has to hold on. He gets it. And now it's just for the descent. It's so hard having to do this after all bonus obstacles. Oh, he just misses the final part.
Nice run, Zach.
Great run by Zach. Was about this close for being our second finisher. Next up is Josiah. Josiah had a great amount of success. I think that's him. He's tying a shoe. Josiah had a great amount of success at Gripz last tournament. I remember him winning the challenge course. Let's see if he can have a similar amount of success here on our flow course today. Making sure his shoe is tied in order not to fall on the dreaded telescope. Which does not look anything like a telescope, by the way. What if I look at the course? Planning out his attack. And now he's ready. Let's see what he makes of this. Takes a bit of chalk. Let's see if he can become a second finisher of the day.
Ready, set, go.
Here he comes. Make sure to get that box to clear. He got it. Not a telescope. The telescope could be deceptively dangerous, but not for Josiah. Making it easily through alien encounter. Flies straight through the cargo net. He's not letting him this waste any time. Goes the long way around, but doesn't really matter. Straight to dipper. One move through that first constellation. Grabs low. We haven't seen that technique before, but it works for him. Gets up to that pole. That is a touch point. Now this for these cliffhangers having no problem. What a move to do there. It's fine. Great movement for outer limits. And now Jedi training. Great movement. Now just one more obstacle stands between him and the finish. And it's final pursuit. Gets to that clear point. No problem. Just to get to that last cannonball and make this discount. He's getting that momentum. And he gets it. What a run by Josiah, finishing the course. That is what I call dominance, and that's going to put him a very good chance of taking home first place for the flow. Now is Hunter. Let's see if he can replicate the success that Josiah just had. And here he goes. Right to his first obstacle. Now let's see what he makes of the telescope. Easy alien encounter. Thought about skipping really quickly there. He didn't do it. Into the cargo net. He's a great pace right now, but the cargo net can't eat up time. And that doesn't let it. Goes the right way.
Kick, back.
What does he make? Gets that first constellation. Keeping a consistent flow. Great technique. Makes to those cliffhangers. Not taking a break on the pole. We've seen that strategy will pay off. Very methodical through the cliffhangers. He's gonna go for the jump. He will. Now let's see what he can make of orbitable challenge. No. Outer limits, my bad. Jedi training. He made that look easy. That looked like he was going for monkey bars. One more obstacle for Hunter. Great movement from here. He gets the touch point and he grips onto it. It looks like he's on his way to finishing this course. He just has to make the dismount. The ascent's a lot easier than the ascent on this obstacle. Now he just has to hit that bell. He's got the momentum and he gets it. Great run by Hunter. Getting our third clear of the day and second in a row.
Alright, for the team female, we have Bryn up and then Camry.
Let's see how Bryn takes on this course. As our first of all team females from Gripz Gym, wearing the Gripz Gym team shirt.
Ready, set, go!
And here comes Bryn. Make sure to make it past that first obstacle by stepping on that black platform. Now the telescope. Being methodical through here. Is that the approach? It is. Great work through there. Let's see what she makes of Alien Encounter. Our ninjas have been struggling on this for the team division. Gets into that Cognet. The Cognet can eat up a lot of time, as we've seen. It could be the difference between the first place medal and the second place medal. Bryn is dominating the course right now, but the constellations fear nobody. Great technique to get that closer to her. Makes that reach. Great technique right now from Bryn. Matches her hands. No problems at all through those constellations. Gets onto the pole there. Now the cliffhangers. Great approach to these. Will she try to jump it? No, she won't, but she gets through it. And she's going to take on Outer Limits. Grabs the cliffhanger on the back end. Switches.
Clear?
Grabs the bar. She's pretty low on that Outer Limit pole, but it's okay.
Halfway, one to the team.
Going to hand over hand backward strategy. We saw a lot of this yesterday. Great movement through here. Can she get to Jedi training? Yes, she can. Jedi training has proved pretty difficult for all athletes, but not in this division, it seems like. Oh! She just gave her grip, just gave out on Jedi training. Let's see what she makes of Final Pursuit.
Match hands. Big full reach.
Oh,
Go hit the bell.
great run by Bryn. She's gonna try our final obstacle. Gets the momentum and hits the bell. Great run. Would that be enough for first proceed?
Camry is up, and we're switching to the adult female. We're going to talk to Kathleen.
And now a final runner for Team Female in our team division is Camry. Let's see if she can make it through this course.
Ready, set, go!
Here she goes. Makes it past the first obstacle.
Clear?
Nice. She done through. UFO no.
Clear?
Gets through the telescope. Now Alien Encounter. No problem through there. Now to get in the Cognet. The Cognet can be a time eater if you let it. She's having no problem with it this fall, and she makes this now. Let's see what she can do through the Big Dipper and the constellation.
Yep. Right here. Good.
Reaches out for that first constellation. Has to get a high
Other
grip on
side.
these.
That's okay.
Got the grip.
You got a good grip. And reach.
Matches hands.
Good.
Got on it.
You got it, Camry.
Gets to that fourth and
You got
final
your feet on that
constellation.
pole? Tight grip. Good.
Great technique.
You got that judge. Breathe.
And now the cliffhangers.
Good. Yep.
Great pace moving through these.
Breathe.
She has
Good,
to get
love
past
it.
this
Tight
obstacle
grip.
if she wants a chance of winning.
Good. Breathe.
Great movement.
You got it. To the ball.
And she gets to the ball.
You got it. Got that guy.
Shakes out before she goes on the orbital. Or the outer limits.
Clear.
Good. Make her way up. Keep breathing.
Going hand over hand.
Side to side.
Switch
swing.
side to side.
swing. Good. There we
I
go.
think this might be the strategy for this obstacle. I think it's been the fastest. She switches the hand over hand backwards. It seems to be working right now. She just has to get to that ring.
Breathe.
One more move.
Rings behind you.
30 seconds.
She's got.
Rings behind you.
Oh! And she just couldn't grab onto that ring. A great effort by Canberry. Looks like she's gonna attempt Jedi training. Jedi training is just a tough obstacle. It took out Bryn right before. After this, we could move on to adult female. Good one by Canberry. And now we move on to the adult female portion of the course.
That concludes the teen female wave. Moving on to the adult females. We have Kathleen up first, followed by Lucy, and then Allison.
Let's go, you got this. Show us how it's done. We're step on the black one too. We'll skip it.
Ready, set, go.
Here we go, running first in the course. Kathleen makes it through UFO, no, and now let's see what she can do on telescope. This obstacle can be deceptively hard, and oh no, she slips out. Another victim of the mighty telescope. But let's see what she can do here on Alien Encounter. Alien Encounter is a very tough obstacle. Nice reach up to the second alien. Gets to the third alien. Now she's on the third alien. Makes it into the cargo net. The cargo net can be a time meter, as we've seen all competition long. Nice technique. Let's see what she can do here on the constellations. On that Big Dipper. Makes the move to the first constellation. Now onto the second. Matches her grip. But she goes straight for the third. Yes, she will. The final constellation. Is the big move. Got it.
Just swing and grab with your hand here.
Oh. Has a bit of trouble there in the constellations, but it's okay. Moving through great right now on the cliffhangers, making sure to use the good cliffhangers in this one. Oh, but he just bounced off. She has time left to try on Outer Limits, which is proof told. It's already taking out one of our ninjas today. Can Kathleen make it through? Oh,
Thank you.
great attempt. Let's see what she can do here on Jedi training.
There you go.
Makes the first grab. Oh! Great try for Kathleen. Great run by Kathleen. Way to kick off adult female division.
Lucy is up. Allison is next, and then Megan.
Now here we go. It's Lucy. Let's see what how Lucy can attempt this course. Stay tuned after this because we have our famous elite division. It should be interesting. Well, it will be. And here they go. They start out. Lucy starts out. Makes it through the first one. No problems there. And now the telescope just took out Kathleen. Can Lucy make it past it? Yes, she can take the lead in our Masters. Not our Masters. Our adult female division. Great technique on alien encounter. She's got to get into the shoot, and she does. The Cognanet can eat up time if you let it, but Lucy isn't. Great technique from Lucy. Gets to the platform. Is ready to take on the Big Dipper. Sizing up the obstacle. Is he going to go for the one swing technique? She will, and I guess he gets to the first constellation. Grabs to that second constellation. One-handing and not even bothering to match the grip. Just a tester at how strong she is. Great work. And now she's on to the cliffhangers. These cliffhangers are all dangerous as we've seen. Moving through them pretty easily though. Making sure she's using the good cliffhangers that I've said all that. But it really is a good strategy. If you use the cliffhangers that don't have a grip which you should get your hands on, you risk the fail. Let's see what you can make of Outer Limits. Got it right that time. Taking a deep breath, shaking out her arms. Climbing up, going for the sideways technique, which we have seen a lot of yesterday. It seems to be the strategy. Taking out, fixing the ear pod. Great technique. And now for Jedi training. She slips up on Jedi training. What a great one by Lucy. That was a great run.
Allison is up, followed by Megan and then Michelle.
Now we have Allison.
Ready, set, go.
Let's see how Allison makes of this course. On the UFO, no problem with that. The telescope, though, could take out even the best of ninjas. Can Allison make it past it? Yes, she can. Great movement. The course gets to that second. She skips an alien. She's going for speed here. Gets to dismount. And she's on to the Big Dipper. Has plenty of momentum and gets that constellation. Gets that second one. Matches her hands. Great technique through here. Gets to that fourth and final constellation. Nice. Gets to that pole. And now she's moving. The cliffhangers. Knowing what this obstacle, it can need a lot of time. Let's see if Allison can be efficient with her moves here. Going hand over hand, looking for the right move. Great technique. Will she dismount? No, she won't. Great technique there. And now she's going to go on the outer limits.
Let's go.
She's at a great pace right now to finish the course.
Halfway, 130.
Fighting through the pain. Nice job moving up. She's going to go for the sideways technique we just saw earlier from Lucy. Fighting through it. The pipe is frozen. Apparently the pipe is frozen. She's very close to that ring. She just has to make a few more moves of her hands, but she slips. Great run by Allison. Looks like she's going to try a final obstacle, final pursuit. Let's see what she makes of it. I'm sorry, guys, that I've been buffering the names. I'm not good with the names of the obstacle, especially when they're not really real names. And here we go. She's going to take on Jedi training. Oh, she slips off the lightsaber, but it's okay. Great run. Next up is Megan.
Followed by Michelle.
Let's see what she can make of this course. Warming up before the start. Our second to last runner in this heat.
Any questions? Lance, can you stop the alien real quick?
You say right?
Come on, Nance. You know you gotta stop the aliens. I've been past the course resetting. I've been there. It's a hard job.
Ready, set, go.
So let's see how Megan can make through this course. She's got her game face on. Nice job for UFO now. For the telescope has been a problem for competitors. Taking a nice relaxed approach, and she's gonna make it through the telescope. Let's see what her strategy will be on alien encounter. Will she go for the skip? Looks like she will, and she does. Now she gets into that chute. This is a bit of a time waster here, as I mentioned a lot, probably more than you guys like, but she makes it past it. Now, on to the dipper. The big dipper to the 4 constellations. So she's gonna go for one swing, and she's gonna reach now, and she got it. She's onto that first constellation, now she's onto the second. Will she match the grip? She will. Takes another swing. She's spinning around a bit here. She's got.
Yep, there you go. Back. And it's back.
And she reaches and she gets it. Great job fixing her momentum there. She has to get to the pole. And she does.
Let's go.
And now the cliffhangers. Shaking out her hands, getting ready.
Hang in there.
Good big moves here, trying to save some time. Nice technique. Building up the momentum for a big move, and she got it. And now she's gonna try it outer limits. Let's see what she can make of outer limits.
1 minute.
She just saw a fairness obstacle. She's going hand over hand. Great technique here. Going at the same pace each time, making small moves, but she's working. She's slowly getting up this pole, which apparently is very cold. Taking out her hands, taking a break on the pole. If she could make it past Jedi training, she would be #1 for a mass for adult female division. Grabs high on that lightsaber when it's walking out. Let's make the move. She does. She can use that pole. The pole's a touch point, and she got it.
Go, just push. This is your last, few
One obstacle left. Can she even get the finish? No, she can't. But what a run! I think that moves her into first place. She got past Jedi training, becoming the first competitor to do so this division. And our final runner of the day is Michelle. Of the way is Michelle. Let's see if she can be the one to win this division.
Ready, set, go.
And here comes Michelle. Makes it to the first one. Strong into the UFO now. Makes that transition. Now the telescope. The telescope is a tough obstacle, as we've seen. It's already taken out one of our ninjas in this division. Can't he make it past? Oh! And then the telescope takes out just another victim. Let's see what a technique will be here on the famous alien encounter. Great big moves for you. Nice. Now can she get to that green? She's two-handing it. That might be a new good strategy. Now just to get into the cargo net. She got it. Let's see what she can do on the cargo net. Taking 5 steps in order not to waste time. What seems to be a great strategy, she makes it. Let's see what she can make of the 4 constellations. Through there, and she grabs that first constellation. Makes it to that second. Matches her hand. Can she get that third one? Yes, she can. One more. Getting momentum. Making a big transition here. Still has that momentum. She's going to reach out for it all. She's so close. Great effort there by Michelle. She's going to go for the cliffhanger, looks like. One minute to try these cliffhangers. Let's see if she can make it past these. How much grip strength does she have left in the tank? Good moves through here. You gotta make big moves on the cliffhanger. Save energy, get through this one fast.
Let's go, keep going.
Oh, and the grip gives out. With 30 seconds left. What will she take on? Looks like she's gonna take on Jedi training, maybe? It seems so. Jedi training is such a brutal obstacle, but taking out people left and right for both days at this competition here at Gripz. Oh, and there's another victim. And that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned later for our elite division happening in just a sec. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys at the elite. I'll see you guys when it comes time for the elite division. We have 2-time W&O champion, maybe even 3-time, I'm not completely sure, Oliver Lutman, American Ninja Warrior veteran who made it to Vegas, Riley Porter, another American Ninja Warrior veteran who is famous for speeding the runoffs, made it to Vegas in a rookie year, senior year, and American Ninja Warrior veteran who went toe-to-toe with Max Feinberg in a race and was beating him until he fell in the spin hopper, Ethan Goldowski. It'll be exciting, and I'm excited. See you guys.